This is bullshit. Alright. Attack. Meow. I guess Meow can cure himself, but Meow's useless now. Meow might have to just heal Odin. Nah. Then just attack. Attack. We did it! Finally! Oh, you are kidding me. Man, that took a lot out of me. I did it because I wanted to get the achievement, which is super rare.
So, now that you mentioned that movie game, what one do you think that should have been won?
Emerald was making those quotes, most likely. Driving Miss Daisy. I only think of that
man,
because
you play Morgan Freeman and then.
I'm feeling excellent, excellent, excellent. I'm feeling excellent, excellent. Susie, bring me the defibrillator. Susie, useless interns.
okay. Since Spacies. Oh, shut up.
Probably like I actually like Mr. A Game.
Mr. A Game.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Can we clip that? All right. Hang on.
Hello.
No. Wait. I'm gonna change camera angle. I want you to look right in that camera and tell me who your favorite streamer is.
In 3.
Into the camera, right there, up there.
My most favorite YouTuber is probably Mr. A Game.
Voodoo Doctor, Voodoo Doctor, Voodoo Doctor, Voodoo. Do C C C C C C C T T T T T T T 2 or
Oh man. You've stuffed it. You've broken the damn bot, the stream bot. Yeah, that's what I think too. What's wrong?
I'm feeling like 100.
You want me to stop the stream and take you back? You're not gonna hell, are you?
I don't know. It's just my stomach is like weird.
I'll be back in a sec, guys. I want to wait for the message yet.
Nightbot. Love ya, Cameron. Blows kiss.
Love you too, Nightbot.
Oh, that Nightbot.
That Nightbot's a horny one. This or feces? Oh yeah, oh yeah. So I just added the sound effect of a fart then, and you're doing that. Alright. All these fart sound effects are just deterring people from watching. Let's go. Again. I want to beat his damn score.
You can best tell a town by its saloon. Ouch, a nasty one. Good for me, bad for them. Wrecked, huh? More like Wrecktown.
Like rectum. Shit, that helped. That's a big help.
So how do I beat Alex the Kid and the Goblins and the Goose?
Fuck you. Equals
I thought we were gonna run out of any opportunity to get this thing level. They'd get it done, and we have to be going to overtime.
Love it.
They stayed hungry for the tying goal. They get it. There's not much time left.
No. And if you broke a case, you could just rip out the art and put it in a video case. But it always looked weird. Why did they change the sound for an extra man? I didn't like that. So the one up should sound like. Well, it kind of sounds like it. Can you get another one up? So that's a one up in the original, and this one kind of does the same, but not.
What did you
Can't
say?
measure the value of a treasure with money. Discarded video games having gold.
Man, the detective from yesterday really pissed me off. Was some kind of threat? Let's see him do it then. If someone else could help him, we wouldn't be doing stuff as the Phantom Thieves to start with.
That's so. Get a peek of that Ghost Rack, baby. Yeah. Oh, Ghost Rack, baby. Ghost Rack. Okay, I get it.
Milfbusters.
I should be clipping that. Who are you gonna?
Yep. And more annoying sounds made by Retro Kaiser.
And could someone clip that shit? I did. I clipped it. It's all good. Woo! And it didn't save it? What? Clip it. Why isn't it clipping it? Drinks are on us.
Not an ocean.
That's right.
No need to be shy. You know what? I'm gonna drink it. What the hell? Oh wow. Oh no. The Yakuza game. Get on it. Fucking finally.
I have too many.
Wow.
I have a kilo. Oh my god. I have a kilo's worth.
I was too, but you just got to practice.
Oh man. Alright, I better put them away. Otherwise.
But I know what you mean. They can be daunting, especially when they're in the arcades. Like $1, and then the dollar can go in like a minute. Wow, I could beat you at Pinball Luna. We're gonna have to look that one up. Alright, he's asleep. We've got to put a ball in his mouth.
Huh. I have to set audio levels again.
50 bits for a meal. A succulent
Okay,
Chinese
is
meal.
that better
Thank
now?
you
No, we need to
for the
go up
succulent
higher.
Chinese meal.
Hey,
I need
Mr. Sinistar.
succulent Chinese bits.
More cunning than a shithouse rat. No, that's not the expression. That's rude.
No, that's the clip.
All right, let me see if I can hit the right buttons this time. All right, looks like it's working. Cool.
Hey, boys and girls.
Every shot that can hit me has hit me. Yes! G'day, true sinister.
Nice.
1, 0.
Since Spacies.
Oh, well, okay. Of course something would go wrong. But this here is an easy fix. As soon as it, does its thing. There we go. G'day, invaders. Welcome to Since Spacies. Oh, man. I will get it right one day. It is Easter Sunday, 8:12 p.m. 22 degrees here. I don't know what that is in freedom temp. Yeah, first fail of the stream. G'day, invaders. Welcome to Since Spacies. You know what? That fail emote is a fail in itself because it's not, it's not transparent. Yeah, I'm going to have to redo that one. But yeah, how you guys doing? I have been busy. I have been on a... I've braved the roads. I went to, I don't know what it's like in your part of the world, but here in Australia in general, every Easter, everyone just gets in their cars, loads it up, and goes somewhere with the kids. Now, I don't have kids, so yay me, I don't have to worry about that. But there's a lot of other things that I have to worry about instead, which is the traffic itself. Traffic on the roads in Easter is really, really bad. But I managed to go, it was a 3-hour drive up north. We stayed in a motel. The motel got 4-star reviews. It was not a 4-star motel. No. It was if you were to get the 70s and just put a 2000 TV, and I mean 2005 era TV, because this bad boy was this thick. It was supposed to be a flat screen, but it was that thick. Yeah, this was like a 70s/80s room. There was nothing at all modern about it. And some people like that. I do not. I like a room to be at least a little bit modern. Okay, and this had no amenities whatsoever. But it did have a jacuzzi or a spa or whatever you want to call it. I think we used to not call it jacuzzi in Australia, but now we've just gone to calling it that. I think that was more of an American term. But yeah, anyway, this place had a jacuzzi, and that was fun. And that was it. That's the only feature that this place had. It was a big old room, and it was in Australian dollars. So you do the maths and work out what that is in freedom. Probably half, 150 per night. It was 200. Wait for it. 260 Australian dollars for one night. Is jacuzzi the brand? Okay. I learned something. I did not know that. Wow, that was good marketing on there. If we went to jacuzzi, we used to have to fart in the tub. Hot tub is, we just call it spa. That was what we used to call it, a hot spa, not a hot tub. But I guess, whatever. If you say hot tub, I know what you mean. It's like Kleenex and tissue. I would never say to me, can you pass me a Kleenex? I always say, can you pass me the tissues? Rollerblades is one, though. Rollerblades, everyone knows rollerblades, but they're not rollerblades. They're inline skates. Doesn't matter. No one uses them anymore. Jello and gelatine. No, we don't have Jello. We have, I like aeroplane jelly. We call it jelly. Aeroplane jelly for me. It's an old ad. It's like as Australian as you can get, and it goes right back to the 40s or something. And we've had a lot of American companies come in and try to buy it, and we're like, no, you're not getting it. Speaking of Australian, do you guys have anything close to similar to this in America? Snakes Alive. I'll have one. I have a kilo. If you don't know what a kilo is, that's a lot of ounces. Hang on, where is it? 1 kilo. It's rated 2 health stars. It's not very healthy. And I have a kilo of it. So this is the Snakes Alive. And I don't know how you would describe it. It's basically got a little head, a snake head. And these are the smaller versions. It's gummy. Yeah, it's basically a long gummy strip. These are the smaller ones. They actually have another one called Killer Pythons. They're awesome because they're massive. They keep making them smaller though. But yeah. Oh my God. All right, that's it. That's the last one. Not having any more. Oh, you have gummy. Okay, these are gummy worms, but they're snakes because it's Australia. Go figure. Oh my God. I shouldn't have had that. Hang on a second. This is not ASMR. Yeah, that's it. I hate ASMR. I don't understand the fascination of people going into the mic. Ugh, if there's one thing that does my head in more, why does it have to be snakes? Because Australia. Because kids, especially boys, think snakes are cool. And when you see a lolly or candy, God, I hate saying that. If you see lollies called snakes, you're going to gravitate to them and buy them. They've been stupidly successful for many decades. And they're massive. They're big in Australia. When you go to the supermarkets here, there's a whole section just dedicated. This company, they're called Allen's, and everything that they make is usually high quality, very good, high quality junk food. But they're lately been under attack for taking down a lot of very, very popular lollies. Like, it used to be the fake teeth one. They were just like fake teeth. They stopped selling them. Why? Why? They're not offensive. Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? Okay. All right. Indiana Jones. Got it. And also you see here, less plastic, same amount of snakes. So yeah, they do a few good things. There's another company called the All Natural Lolly Company, and they're like the biggest competitor to Allen's. As far as I know, they probably are both owned by the same company. Lollipop is another one. Yeah. We don't really have... Lollipops aren't big. I never really see them being sold. So when I was a kid, we didn't go by brands. We didn't really care about the brands. We would go to a local milk bar and we would have maybe $1 or $2 and say, I want $2 worth of mixed lollies, please. And there would be a lady, usually a lady, behind the counter, and it's a glass cabinet, and we're talking glass with wood, real old school. And it'll be full of like all these different wooden packs of lollies. Not wooden, cardboard box, sorry. So cardboard boxes full of different lollies, and she would get a big shovel and put them into the bag. And back in my day, $2 used to get you a lot, like a big bag full of just random lollies, and you'd go away with this diabetes in a bag, and just that would be you happy as shit for about an hour. I assume certain metaphors are universal. Snake, treacherous, deceitful person. Yes, we saw a black python snake today, and because we went to a nature reserve, and this exact conversation came up between me and my wife. She goes, "How could anyone look at a snake and say, 'Oh, you're beautiful. Well, let's get that as a pet.'" And I said, "Look, I don't like snakes personally. They're not something I want to have in my house. But some people don't have a problem with snakes, so that's them." But in all cultures, yes, snakes do tend to be usually regarded as a creature you're not supposed to trust. What did snakes do to deserve that? Kill lots of little innocent pets. There was recently, just like a few suburbs over from where I live, there was a huge, when I say huge, I'm talking 3 meter long, 4 meter long, boa constrictor. Newsflash, boa constrictors are not native to Australia. Whoever the hell had this thing and let it loose in the wild should have their ass removed. They caught it, and because they found it, then they lost sight of it. So everyone hung around that area to try and see if they could find it again. And it was a Channel 10 news reporter that spotted it, according to her. I'll believe her. And so they had it handed in to the officials, to the wildlife thing. I think it's the serpent, it's the whole thing. Yeah. But snakes, we've actually had just near our house, 2 doors up, just a little tree snake about this long. Actually, it was that long. It was quite long, but very skinny and very small head. A very pretty little snake, actually, if you can picture that. Bright green, super bright green. It was trying to get into the house, but it was knocking on the glass. It was like this. But that was because there was a massive storm that day, so it was probably blown out of a tree. So yes, we do get... Oh, and there was a snake just not long after that found in one of the courtyard areas. So we do have them in our area. We're right on the border of a national park. So it's not unusual to have wildlife in this area. We've actually had on our street little echidnas walking around, which I haven't seen for myself, but I've seen people showing photos of it on Facebook. They're the ones I want to see, the echidnas. I think they're cool. All right, anyway, that's enough of that talk. Let's get stuck into this game because I want to really get this finished. You're a gamer. You must love Solid Snake, who in turn is based off Snake Plissken. I've never played. All right. You know what's coming up. I've never played a Metal Gear Solid game. I know. It's never interested me, which is kind of weird, right? Because I've got I was going to call it Slider. Snatcher. I've got Snatcher on Mega CD, which was Hideo Kojima's first game, big game. He's done games before that, but that was his first big game. But I just never got in. I never was interested in wanting to play one of those games. Actually, wait. That's a lie. I have played. I did start playing Metal Gear Solid 5, but I didn't get far into it because I lost interest. Yeah. Is this Kermit the Frog meme where he just goes, well, quite frankly, it's just not my thing. I'm not putting shade on anyone that likes it, though. I can see why it's famous. It's popular. I just wish he stuck. I wish Snatcher became the big thing. I really loved Snatcher, and I wanted that game to become the big IP, and we never got to see that. I think they did do a sequel, or they did a high definition version of it on Saturn, but I never played that. Psychonauts, I think it was called. I can't remember. There was another game though besides Snatcher. But Snatcher on the Mega CD is the big one that goes for stupid amounts of money. And I bought it day one. And we never saw sequels. Well, proper sequels to it, unfortunately. All right, let's get back to the game. Oh, look at that. All right, I've got to show you something quickly. All right. This is my top 10 most played games on the Nintendo Switch. Wait a sec. Kermit sipping tea is generally meant for him to criticize, but then say it was not his business as to underpay and negate his words. Yeah, pretty much. You just got that from AI, did you? Yeah, that's pretty much what I was trying to get at. It's like, look, if Metal Gear Solid's your thing, good on you, but it's not for me. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, really? Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so number 10, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. We have kicked Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Torna, the Golden Country. That's been kicked out of the top 10. All right, number 9, Super Mario Odyssey. You know what? Super Mario Odyssey, I kind of was disappointed in. I know a lot of people go, oh my God, it's the best Mario. I need to give it another chance, maybe. But I was saying this on a previous stream. I think that I would have liked it more if Super Mario Odyssey was just set in New Donk City. And New Donk City was the big open world aspect of the game. I would have loved that. Because I feel like that's like taking a nod back and a step back to Mario's roots. Yeah. All these explanations are from my head. Every single comment. I'm just very talkative. Okay, no, that you're doing good because I struggle sometimes to find words. So for that kind of response, that was really good. Did you like Sunshine? One of my favorite streamers hates it. No, I liked Sunshine. Was it the game that the GameCube needed? Yeah, but they should have had it ready on day one. They should not have released for the GameCube. They should not have opened up with Luigi's Mansion. Too much pressure for poor old Luigi, and everyone hated that. Anyway, The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. The only reason why this is not further up the list is because I'm waiting to play Breath of the Wild more and hopefully one day actually roll credits on that. And then I'll get stuck into Tears of the Kingdom. So there's that. This is an interesting one. Phantasy Star. The Sega? How do you say it? Sega. See, that to me sounds like Sega. All right, Sega. Sega ages. The reason why this is even on my top 10 list is because I played it here on my stream and I actually finished it on the stream for the first... Excuse me, I got drinking coffee. Not a good idea on stream. I finished it on stream. That for the first time ever. That was actually a really good moment for me to be able to say I finally finished Phantasy Star. Sega. See, we say Sega in Australia. You know that, right? Sega. Oh, shut up. It's Sega to me. But I'm weird. See, we pronounced it that way because in 1983, they had TV commercials for the SC3000 Sega John Sands personal computer. And that was the only thing we had to go with was the commercials. So it was that Sega from that point on. And it wasn't until I was working at Sega where we first heard the pronunciation Sega, and that caught everyone off guard because we were watching a Sega of America promotional VHS about the Mega CD or Sega CD, and we were looking at each other going, why are they saying Sega? What are they drunk? What's going on? And even the Sonic, even that, because it doesn't sound clear. You know what I mean? It's not really clear that maybe they're saying Sega, but they're saying it weird. Yeah, so that was the first time we heard Sega, and that was the first time we realized, oh, maybe we've been pronouncing it wrong. Are we the bad guys? Moving on, Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. That is now in 6th place, which is like amazing. The game only just came out and it's already not just in my top 10 list, but up at number 6, and I haven't finished it yet. So that's going to probably pounce on past maybe even Breath of the Wild. We'll see. Which leads me to Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, which is number 5. Awesome game. Should play it. That's where you should start. Breath of the Wild, yes, at number 4. Xenoblade Chronicles free. Everyone should play this. But play it in order. Play 1, 2, and 3. Xenoblade Chronicles X you could play at whatever time because it's not really related to these, but it is and it isn't, sort of thing. It's like Final Fantasy, where you can jump in and play any of them in any order because they don't really follow on, but the endings do. So when you finish Xenoblade Chronicles, just the first one, that's going to make sense to you. But if you finish Xenoblade Chronicles 2 before you've played 1, that's going to be like, huh? What? You won't understand half of the references. In my head, it felt like Sega suddenly appeared during the Genesis era. You see, I've been following Sega since the arcades. So I was thinking of posting this today earlier. The very first reference to Sega that I can remember was a game called Turbo, an arcade game, very basic, and so that to me was like the first time that I saw a Sega game, but it wasn't what got me liking Sega. That wouldn't happen to at least another 3 or 4 years when the Master System came out. And the ads started popping up on TV for those. And that's when I started. And also going into the arcades and seeing Outrun, Afterburner, Thunderblade, Space Harrier, and I'm missing one. But yeah, all these games just started flooding the arcade all at once. And you just kept seeing that Sega logo everywhere. That was a little later. But yeah, you started seeing all these Sega logos flashing around everywhere in the arcade. And I started thinking, who is this company, man? They're coming out with all these awesome games and it's just getting better and better and better. And that's where I started really hopping on board the Sega bandwagon from that point on. One more thing. When you say spa, I define that as hot steam in contrast to us talking about hot, bubbly liquid water. Each to their own. In Japan, they would call it onsen, but they slash spa. So spa is the water, the spa water. I didn't learn about Master System until many years later, thanks to the internet and stuff. Like you and many other Americans, because do you know who was distributing the Master System in the United States of America? Should make fun of America. They're on a bit of a downslide at the moment. Don't hit them while they're down. Yeah. Do you know who was distributing them? It was Tonka Toys. Yeah. Hardly a company that strikes experience when it comes to distributing video games and video game systems. So that's why partly why the Master System failed in America. Also, Nintendo were just doing all sorts of dodgy business tactics in America, which were, by today's standards, illegal. But back then, it was like, oh, it's just a kids' company. Who cares? So they were allowed to get away with a lot because they flew under the radar as being just a toy company, and no one really took all that seriously. They weren't to realize how big video games were going to get. Yeah, Tonka. Here in Australia, it's a bit of a different story. Nintendo failed during the Nintendo Entertainment System era, and it would take them a long time to get on their feet because they had a similar problem, and that is that Mattel were distributing Nintendo in Australia, and they were absolute dog crap when it came to bringing the games out on time. I would go and spend an absolute fortune on Street Fighter 2, Super Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter Alpha, Turbo, Free Mix, all the Street Fighters that were coming out on the Super Nintendo. Mattel just were like, oh, should we do this? Is this a game that people are going to like? And we're sitting there going, will you hurry up and release it? So in the end, I would have to buy all these stupid Universal adapters that cost like $120 or $150 back then, just to allow me to run those games on my Super Nintendo console. So you can see why I'm not really thrilled, don't have many nostalgic memories about Nintendo because of Mattel in this country. Kind of like how Midway pulled out that Pac-Man spin-off without Namco that I won't name, but you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, let's just put a bow on Pac-Man and we'll call it another game. All right, moving along. Xenoblade Chronicles 3, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. This game gets a hard time because people don't like the, how could you say, fan service that's in this game. It's not that bad, but geez, some people carry on like sooks. Like really bad when it comes to, oh no, the main character's got big bazookas, and you know, the robot character of one of the Nopons is a little bit on the pervy side. Who cares? Like, it's not that bad. I've seen far worse out there. There is a good story under, you know, if you just ignore all that stuff. Besides, some people like the pervy stuff. Anyway, Animal Crossing, New Horizons. There's a reason why this is number 1 on my list, and it's not necessarily just because of me. My wife, he used to play this on my system, on my account, non-stop. Eventually, she got her own Switch. She got an Animal Crossing limited edition Switch. I paid double for that machine thinking that Nintendo were not going to release another Animal Crossing Switch edition. And then a month after I paid 600 Australian, actually no, it was more than that. I think I paid up to 800. It was a lot of money anyway, way more than what a Switch is worth. As soon as I bought it, a month later, they released a new batch, which is something Nintendo usually rarely ever do. Like if they release a system and then it sells out, they're like, oh, well, yeah, missed out. But nah. Did Brian mention Dead or Alive? I like Dead or Alive. I like Dead or Alive volleyball. All right, anyway, let's get into this game, shall we? Finally, after all that. I just like talking about my favorite games. Well, they're not necessarily my favorite games. These are the games that I've played the most. Does that necessarily make them my favorite games? Probably not. I think I can play a game for only 10 hours as opposed to another game for 40 hours and like the 10-hour game better, but the other one's a time sink. A Switch costs more than a Switch is worth. Depends on what you value. That's a metaphorical... I'm looking at the wrong camera now. Camera 1. I got to start getting into the habit of looking at the right camera. All right, we're going online with this. I'm hoping that by the time the Switch 2 gets released, that a bit of money I've got coming my way potentially happens. And if that does happen, then yeah, I'm buying it. But if not, then I'm going to have trouble gathering up the funds like everyone else. I'm not super rich. My money is all tied up in this house. I'm living in my expenses. We need to do an online mission, I think, but I don't know if I can do it. Join an online mission. Oh, well, that sucks. There was a mission that this person told me that I should do if I want to level up. Give me a second while I should have done my homework. Hang on, I'll have it in a second. As if a cloud. I don't see that mission there though. There's a way to level up quicker. Start game with online open. Go to the multiplayer room terminal. Select support mission. Oh, okay. Alright. Support mission. As if I can't do it. Why is that? Oh, I need to be level 50. Well, that's kind of defeating the purpose. I want to level up to level 50. I'm on level 49. Alright, I can do that later. What about... Yeah, you look at the way a supply run. I don't want to risk doing these missions online while I'm streaming because I don't want to be tied up with these. But that's a lot of. Oh no, that's not. Oh, that's not experience. You only get money. Ah. Okay. This is all affinity. So if you want good experience, this is the mission to do. But I can't do it. That's ironic. You want experience. You can't do this until you've got experience. Did he talk to you about how I loved Fatal Fury, but have no interest in COTW? What's that mean? But see it advertised and being discussed everywhere. What's COTW? I only know Breath of the Wild, but what's COTW? Did I talk to you about how I love Fatal Fury, but have no interest in COTW? Oh, City of Wolves. Yeah, I'm the same. I don't understand. I could probably get into it if I gave it more of a hardcore try. By the way, hold on a second. If you like Fatal Fury, you're going to love this. I don't know if you've seen this before, but we need to go to full screen for this one. Okay. Oops, sorry. This is my King of Fighters jacket. And I got this in Japan. And it's got the roster on the back. All right, show and tell. Does it count if I've already started showing it? All right, anyway. So, yeah, this is my King of Fighters. What are they up to? 15, that's right. King of Fighters 15 jacket. And it's got, hang on, this is really hard to show off on camera. I might zip it up. This is so cool, but so expensive. And I've worn it once. Do you know why I've only worn it once? Do you want to know why? Because poor old Spacies... Oh, hang on, I'm trying to zip it up. There we go. Poor old Spacies is becoming a fat bastard. All right, so that's... This is my King of Fighters 15 jacket. And I just love it. And get this. That's not all, kids. I shouldn't say kids. I don't know. You're probably in your 30s or something. I don't know. All right. It is reversible. That's right. For a limited time only, you can get this jacket with not one, but 2 jackets for the price of one. Hey, is that right? No, I just did it back and then back again. Hang on. That one. I'm making it sound complicated, but it's not. All right. So this is the flip side of that jacket. Just showing, hang on, showing all the characters on the back. And last stream we determined that I'm older than Emerald. Okay. That's a bit of lore I didn't know about. And that's wait, are we doing this again? Oh, no, that's not right. Oh, it's just, okay, sorry. It's just that side, but stretched right out. It wraps around, which is a rather big roster big old picture. I love it. It's such a cool jacket. I don't normally wear this kind of gear, but when I saw the quality and King of Fighters and Big Booby Maya on there, I had to. All right, putting that aside. That's 2 pervy references in the one stream. I better tone it back. Anyway, I'm going to get back into this game. So we just realized we can't do a Ziffer Cloud because you need to be level 50, which defeats the purpose of doing a leveling up. By the way, to give you some context as to how much experience 7,300 experience points is, when you do a side quest in this game, you only usually get 900 as a reward. So that's huge. I'm older than the Mega Drive, but younger than the PC Engine. Oh, and I've got to... Is the audio too loud for the game? Or is it just right? I don't know what. Maybe turn it down a little. Okay. Do it this way. Because it's going to get very loud during the battles. Alright. Turn it up a little bit for me. Oh, I hate it when you try to fly and you hit the roof. Boop. Oh, wait, there's a mission over here to start. Imagine walking around and a skull just flying out of the air like that. Where are you? Here?
Hey.
Is it in here? Where are you hiding? Oh, it's Lara. Hi there, you dreamboat. Oh my god. Did I really? Is that necessary? I've got a line on a tasty little job. You interested? Pretty sure you won't regret it. Oh, let's hear him out. Curious, are we? I do love a girl with an open mind and a go-getter attitude. Besides, why am I sounding like Snagglepuss? Besides, where's the fun in being a blade if you're not making money? I've got a mission direct from Commander Vanham, you see. A new Lifehold unit has been spotted in Salvelum? Anyway, I was hoping a strapping young thing like you could go out there and investigate in recovery. See, I told you it was juicy. By the way, we constantly portray Aussies as saying mate, even though I think it might be a British thing too. You never say it. I say it a lot. In fact, I said it the first time my wife, then girlfriend, heard me say it was when I was on a call to her. This is story time. I need to... Yeah, sorry. And I can't pause the music. Yeah, I was on a train, and she was basically, you know, the usual. Where are you? How long are you going to be before you get home? All this sort of stuff. And I said, look, I've just arrived at this place, and I'm just on my way to somewhere. I can't even remember where. And as I'm walking out while on the phone, I almost bumped into this dude coming in, and I said, "Oh, sorry, mate," and then just kept walking, and I was like, "Hello, hello," and she's like, "I've never heard you say mate before. Do you always say this?" I said, "I didn't even think about it." I said, "Yeah, I say mate all the time. It's just like buddy, pal." Or the one that I hear all the time now is bro, cuz. Yeah, it's just a thing I say. But yeah, I do say it. I just don't. You might hear me say it when I'm on a Discord chat, but I'm very rarely on a Discord chat on stream because unless it's Source Bottle, which I kind of would like to have more people come on board, but just can't find anyone that's got spare time. Anyway, that's my mate story. Getting back to the game, wasn't that exciting, but yeah. Not that this job doesn't come with a laundry list of questions, like we're only noticing the thing now, or why haven't Gillen touched it? All parts of this fun of investigating, I suppose. It's jobs like this where we blades earn our salt. There are some unknowns for sure, but I still file this job in the easy end of things. So there you go. You're welcome. Best of luck, Tiger. No worries, sport. No worries, champ. Champ, I hate champ. Where's my skill? I parked it on the damn crate. Brody, Gango, Fam, Bubba. I gotta be careful what I'm reading here. I would list them for. I would like to think I don't do any equivalent to, not even matey. No, not matey. Buddy. What do you call someone in the street? Like, hey you. You go, hey dickhead. Hey dickhead. Funny thing is, when you say hey dickhead, they always turn around. I don't know why. They do. Hey dickhead. I had something stupid happen to me today driving. I drove all the way back, so a 3-hour drive, and get back into Sydney. There is a hey asshole, but I don't think. Yeah, you don't want to do that. There's this part of Sydney which the locals usually will avoid, and it's Bankstown. And if you're from Bankstown and you're watching this, I don't care, because I'm just spitting truths. And as I'm driving through this place, I just say to my wife, God, I hate this place. I hate this suburb. I want to get out of here. I said, everyone in this suburb drives like an asshole. As soon as I say this, I get about 2 blocks down, and there's a red light. It was green, and as I'm approaching it, I went to amber. So what do? You stop, right? Because there's a red light coming. So I stopped. The guy behind me beeps his horn, meep, and I look in the rearview mirror, and there's these 2 assholes in a big 4-wheel drive. They were beeping at me because I stopped at a red light. I did pull up a little hard on it because I didn't want to go through the red light. That's what you do. But they got the shits. They didn't like the fact that someone was going to stop at a red light. And I said to my wife, see, I told you, this is why I hate this area. Because everyone drives around here like a terrorist. Everyone. It was me comparing and contrasting to Mario 64 Italian accent Mario and Brooklyn accent Mario when I yelled, hey asshole! Yeah, in the Brooklyn's accent. My friend spat his beverage out laughing in high school at the game room. You know the story about Charlie Martinet? Is that his name? Martinet. Charles Martinet he auditioned for the role of Mario, and he did it kind of late. Like, they had wrapped up all their recordings, and he was late to the audition. He said, "Can I put in an application? I would like to audition for the role." And they were like, "Yeah, sure, why not? Come in." And so he's given a quick brief. Your name's Mario. You're an Italian plumber, and we need a voice for this game. And it's a kids game where you're jumping on platforms. And you're just going to have limited dialogue, but it's going to be dialogue. You're voicing the character. Go. So he's like, he was considering for a brief moment, should I do the hey, I'm working here sort of accent, but he decided, no, this is a kids game. I wanted it to be friendly, so he he turned on the Mario voice that we all know and love today. Before him, there was no Mario. Didn't have a voice. It wasn't even a woohoo or anything. It was just a pixel on the on the screen. It's kind of funny. Sonic didn't have a voice until cartoons. That's another story for. Actually, no, because he does on Mega CD. He says yes, but it's not really him. It's a kid's voice. It's hard to work out. But I'm going to look into that. The first true voice of Sonic, the first time we heard him speak, it was the cartoons. It wasn't a game. That's a good question. Anyway, we're not doing that right now. We are trying to look for this mission. I didn't tag it. Good one, Brian. Oh, I did tag it? I did. Okay. So where are we going? Silverland. Which one is Silverland again? Silverland? Yep. Okay. Oh, here it is. Got it. Old school Sonic doesn't talk in generations. Yeah, there's a story behind that. They were going to get a voice actor. Something happened just briefly before they started, getting the game set up, and they lost the access to the voice actor, and then they made a decision to just go it the way it is, make him voiceless, which I kind of don't like. But now it's a meme. It's just stuck. Mario cartoons predate Mario having in-voice game. Yeah, but he kind of didn't really have the Mario voice that we now know and like today. It was just a generic Italian voice. It was not, and then was the Mario Brothers show. That was around the Mario Brothers 3 era. So there's another one that predates Mario 64. Fun fact, GTA little guy didn't have a name or talk. Oh, GTA 3 guy didn't have a name or talk. I knew that he didn't talk, but I totally forgot the fact that he didn't have a name. Kind of stupid that they did that. I don't like silent protagonists. This game has a silent protagonist and it frustrates the crap out of me. I think it's lazy writing, personally. And where are we going?
Come on, you and me.
Yeah, but that character wasn't given a name, I don't think, ever. Is he not going to leave me alone? Good, okay. So I really can't be bothered fighting. Alright, we found a piece of the life hole here. This is new. Wait, we're not... Where do we have to go for the mission to start? They make you walk on the top. Alright, here we go. Oh, he was called Claude. Okay. No idea. Did not know. Just got your report confirming the lifehold unit's coordinates. Nice work. Access code. What access code? I haven't heard anything about an access code. I will double check on my end, but are you sure you're doing it right? How rude. I'm just working off the data I have, but there's never been any mention of an access code before. I want to say San Andreas revealed it. San Andreas also... No. What was it? Grand Theft Auto 5 references Roman. And that's Grand Theft Auto 4. And I don't think they really... you can go to the Grove Street in Grand Theft Auto 5, I think, from memory. But it's all changed. And CJ's just never mentioned, to my knowledge. They were never designed to be scattered around like this, so it doesn't just make sense to put in any fancy security in place. Yeah, I don't know. Normally I love surprises, but I'm not a fan of this one. Well, I'll look into it. Meanwhile, keep your just keep investigating the site and ring me if you find anything. Toodles? Who the fuck says Toodles? You cracked that code yet? Oh, wait, what? We got visitors? Who are you? It's a simple trap if you ask me, but you humans lose any sense of caution when it comes to these pieces of that life hold of yours. How come we know his name and we haven't even met this dude before? The program asking you for a code isn't connected to a lock at all. It just sends a signal when someone touches it. That signal comes to us. And then we secure the high ground around you before you are even aware of us. That device of us is no real use to us. I read that wrong, I know. But not destroying it certainly has paid off. Oh my god, reading is hard. It's the perfect snare for idiots like you. And now that I've shared the trick behind our plan setup, God, I hate reading. We can now move on to the fun part, where we kill you. Well, that's crappy dialogue.
You and me.
I think it was kind of lame, so I haven't read the comment yet. I will in a second. But I find it kind of weird that Capcom was just wrote about getting sued from Mike Tyson, which was very, very possible. Because, you know, Mike Tyson was unpredictable in that era. It's not so much Mike Tyson himself that you ever got to worry about with these kind of things. It's all the money grabbers around him saying, yeah, you can sue him, Mike. You can sue him for all they got. And then Mike's sitting there going, yeah, I think I will sue him. It'll never be from Mike himself. Should I get him a... Oops, I'm getting my ass kicked here.
Switching to my scout.
Gorgeous skills, people. Ah, Aaron is dead. Queen's dead. Doug, mate, get in this skill, you idiot. Am I doing this mission by myself? Oh, great.
I'm on my own. Your enemies.
You need to stay.
All part of my master plan. Your enemies.
I think we're gonna die here, people. I'm getting piled on. I've lost my arm. What? Oh shit! That's it. My skill's blown up. It's gone. I gotta buy another skull. Insurance won't cover that now. What kind of a mission was this? I thought this would just be an easy, quick cash grab. The fuck? Alright, let's go back. I gotta go claim. I gotta do an insurance claim. It's funny how Mike from Street Fighter, Balrog Bison, and the guy getting knocked out in the Street Fighter 2 intro are all considered three separate guys now, but I would like to think they are one guy. Capcom are really bad with lore. Like, if you look into how they treated Poison Ivy from Final Fight, that's just one example of how they're crap with dealing with lore. Making up snap rash decisions during the middle of a press conference, which then becomes cemented in concrete that's what that character is. Not a good thing. Oh, they did replace my skill, but this is the last one. So that skill insurance, nil. So if I lose it again, I'll have to pay for the recovery or ditch it. Oh dear. They didn't want a woman being hit in Final Fight. Yeah, because that was... Capcom themselves didn't care because they just knew it was just graphics on the screen, but some idiot in the press, as usual, the press, some idiot in the press decided that that would make a great question during a media conference, and they put the Capcom guy on the spot. Because women can hit, they can hit back. What's your problem? This is a game. This is a fictitious game. We don't condone violence against women, but this woman hits back. I mean, no one ever questioned Sega with Streets of Rage. I'd never heard anyone mention that as a topic, which is kind of unusual. Because usually, if it's controversy, Sega were like the first ones to get thrown under the bus. Alright, I'm looking for easy missions to accomplish here. Alright, let's try this one. I want to save Mia. I think she's an unlockable character. I don't know for sure, but I think she's unlockable. And if I defeat this stupid bird that's capturing her, I might be able to unlock her, level up in the process. Hang on. I just got to mark it. Get follow ball going. Where is it? Is that it? Yeah. Comes up with characters named Ryan, who's been gaming since Specky. What? Been gaming before Specky.
Come on, you and me. I'll put him down.
This thing?
Give me some cover fire.
No, just hit this stupid budgie and let's get out of here.
Let's go.
I don't even think that's the guy we're supposed to be fighting, but okay. Where is this stupid budgie? Do you have budgies like in pet stop where you are?
Taking them on alone.
Yeah, I know what the spec is. I know what the spec is. I've never played one. I have no interest in never playing one. Hey, Chief. What can I say? I owe you for about 1,000,001 things. I've been dead a dozen times over by now, if not for you. And this time was especially bad. One of those painful reminders of how big and scary the whole world can be. I guess I have to admit that charging into danger on my own like this is crazy. So maybe it's time. Maybe it's time I got better gear. That's it. All right. Now I'd be fine now if I had been equipped like a champ instead of a chump. Other than that, I don't think I did anything wrong. Definitely need to stock up before my next adventure. Which means I'm going to need some cash. Dad always said sponsors are an explorer's best friend. Oh, sorry, Chief. You're still here. Oh, don't worry about me. I'll be fine. You go knock those missions dead. If I've got anything going for me... What? Hang on. If I've got anything going for me, it's resilience and my good looks. But mostly my resilience. Thanks so much for checking in on me. What a cow. Yesterday, we went to a pie shop. And you're thinking, what's the big deal? There's pie shops everywhere in Australia, surely. And you're right, there are some good ones. But I've never seen a pie shop this freaking big. This pie shop had a drive-through, and it was massive. It was also expensive. But yeah, it was just good to see right next to Oporto's, KFC, and Hungry Jack's. It was competing toe-to-toe with them. And we went in, the place was actually not dead like I thought it would be. There was actually quite a few people there. So yeah, pie shops are on the rise in not Sydney, but Newcastle. Maybe Sydney will get their pie shops. I know you got Pie Face in America. Does she appear again? This Mia chick? I want to unlock her. I'm tired of saving her ass and not getting anything back in return for it. Robert, no. I have a couple more hours left in this shift. Picture I only had 4-hour interval between 2 12-hour shifts. Man, I don't know what you do for a job. I think you told me, but you know, telling me what you do and me actually envisaging what it is you do are two different things. But that's crazy to do that amount. I hope your work is not that stressful. Yeah, that's what I thought you said last time. But again, I don't know if... Again, security guard, does that mean just staring at a screen? Or does that mean actually going out and about and checking locks and whatever? I don't know. You don't have to go into too much detail. Mainly sign containers and trailers in and out. Oh, okay. Sorry, I only laughed because I got a Shenmue flashback then. Because there's a mission you got to try and dodge a security guard in Shenmue. And that's where I got the flashback from. Well, one was 4 hours here, followed by another 8 down the street. Oh my god. Oh, I got a question for you. How many hours? No, let me rephrase that. How many days or weeks do you get in annual leave? Sorry, per year. And when you tell me, I'll tell you what I get, and you might get shocked. There's another Mia mission. Okay, so I have a pen, a clipboard, a tablet, a phone, and I do patrols and reports. Who the hell is you still uses clipboards in 2025? What's that about? I thought clipboards were dead. You only get 2 weeks holiday. Man, I won't. You hate me when I tell you how many we get. Okay. I get normally, so the average full-time job in Australia gets 4 weeks per year, holiday, annual leave, paid leave. And you get 17% loading on top of the normal pay when you're on your leave, like annual leave. Because why not? So that's what we get. That's what we're entitled to in Australia. We have also a thing called long service leave. So because I've been at the company now for 10 years or more, on top of that, I also get I got 8 weeks, I think it was. Yeah, 8 weeks on top to take out long service leave.
Hey!
I don't know when my next one is due. I think it's 15 years. And you get another 4 years on top of that. I'm not sure. I'll need to look at it. But yeah, we get so many more rights and better working conditions than what you guys get in America. My brother was, or how will you get sleep? And I said, yeah, I know. Working all the way out here in Sylvan, are you? Man, this place is some trip. Me? Oh, I'm out here adventuring as usual. Problem is, my skill took fire on the far side out of the lake ahead and just conked out. This caravan was nice enough to take me in. You know, that's a good question. I honestly don't know. I was just walking around all stomp, stomp, stomp when someone decided to snipe my poor skill. They took out a leg, so I bailed out and I made it here on foot. Enemy ambush notwithstanding, I'm not hurt. I could head home whenever I want to, but I'd feel bad abandoning this skill, you know. These little Nopon here have offered their help, but fortunately the damage isn't that bad. Honestly, I could have just probably fixed it myself. I mean, I am a mechanic after all. But first, I'm going to need some parts. The caravan has a few in stock, but not enough. Well, which brings me to the request portion of our program. This woman. Is there any way I could ask you to gather the remaining parts I need for the repairs? I mean, it's got to be fate that we met here. Can't go against fate, right? Right? Assist. I don't know what happens if you refuse. I think you bail out of the conversation and you got to start it up again. Really? It's so nice. My dream is to one day become a real Blade operative like you, Chief. Did you know that? I think this might be the last one we do for her. Honest, that's not flattery. I'd actually dream of being you if it wasn't slightly disturbing. But you're strong and kind and reliable, and that's what I aspire to be. Okay, so what do we need to get? We've already got most of the parts, but we just need to get 5 lengths of missile wiring in. Okay, crack. Right, let's get in our Skellskis and let's get out of here. Actually, yeah, I just thought of something. You are working today, and I'm guessing by today, I mean today here is Sunday, Easter Sunday. So it would just have turned Sunday now where you are. So does that mean you get any kind of penalty rates because you're working on a public holiday? Or is it even a public holiday? I think that's the bigger question. Like, is Good Friday a public holiday in United States of Make America Great Again? You do get holiday pay. Okay. So we don't call it holiday pay. We would get what's called loading. Trying to think of the exact term. Public holiday loading. Yeah, that's the term. Easter, yes. Good Friday, no. What? Wait, Good Friday is not a holiday? What are you guys, pagans or something? How can you not call Good Friday's like... If it wasn't for... And look, before I finish this sentence off, I'm not religious. I couldn't give one rat's ass about any of that. But, having said that, Christmas is the big holiday and Good Friday is up there like a close second. I think Anzac Day would probably be third on that list here for us. So for you guys to not get Good Friday off as a holiday, that's a sin. You guys should be made to atone to your sins. That's so bad. Actually, I can't get over that. I'm surprised. I'm really actually surprised.
Chief!
How's the hunt for those skill parts going? Thank you so much. Now I can get the repairs done. Next stop, my skill. Time to hit the road. But please don't go... What? But please don't make me go back there alone. There could be enemies and junk running around, and I'm sure all of them would want me dead. You don't mind playing bodyguard, do you? I promise I'll have my ride patched up in no time. It'll be a walk in the park. Now, come on now. Time's wasting. Off we go. Yeah, I think the thing I hate about her is she takes this for granted. Is that what I'm thinking? Yeah. I don't even work Saturday or Sunday nights as part of my normal schedule. Certain circumstances made, if certain plans panned out better perhaps, I wouldn't have taken so much overtime. Yeah, but that's not my point. It's that Good Friday should be, and has always been in my lifetime here, considered a public holiday. So that's why I'm really surprised. And they don't call it Good Monday, they just call it Easter Monday. Oh, wow, there's a smoking shield. Wait, what? Where is that? Some
I'll put him down.
yeah.
Rapid fire. Furious blast.
I haven't had a single chocolate. I've got some in the fridge. I just was too stuffed and didn't want to eat them, which is unusual for me. I love chocolate, but just yeah. And what was the other thing? I've had hot cross buns. They've been. This is a stupid thing in Australia. They've been selling hot cross buns here since New Year's Day. So that was 4 months of hot cross buns. They're nothing new, and I hate that because I think hot cross buns should be like a seasonal thing. That it's like a big deal when you have it, not just like 4 months of the year. We made it. Good to see the old girls still out here. I'll get right to fixing her up, Chief. Just give me 1 second here. Oh, and try not to tear up when you see your little protege ride her skill off into the sunset. This chick is just up herself so hard. Right then, time to make like a walnut and get cracking. Oh, we stayed in this motel overnight during our little Easter trip. It was quite boring. We didn't do anything. That was the thing that I would like to change next time. We left late. We got there at 4. Sunset like only an hour and a half later. We checked into the motel. We crashed out. We woke up. We went to this nature reserve. We looked at wombats and koalas and kangaroo, potteroo, wallaroo, orderoos, and then we went and checked out Newcastle, walked along the beach, and then we got in the car and went home. That was our weekend. So I was thinking of taking a camera and doing a vlog, but that would have been boring. And the other thing is, my wife doesn't really like being part of the vlogs experience, so that makes it hard for me. Pretty quick, huh? Back when I worked as tech staff, they called me Lightning Mia. Nice, all systems are go, and visibility is perfect. Thanks for all the help, Chief. My ride's back in action and ready for the next adventure. Stop her. What about my reward? And blast off. That little... Can't be... She's not a son of a bitch. She's a daughter of a bitch. Oh, wow. I was not... Okay. I was not expecting that. I have not seen this cutscene before. That took a turn for the worst. Which one's mine? Yeah, give me a second. I'm trying to find where I put my car keys. There we go. We were taught in elementary school to play the song Hot Crust Buns. Hot crust buns, 1 a penny, 2 a penny, hot crust buns, but had no idea what it was referring. Wait, do you not have hot crust buns in... I'm quickly learning that the United States of America is a pagan state. Really? Oh my god. I'm going to tell my wife this. I'm telling my wife on you. I'm telling my wife on the United States of America. How could you not have hot crust buns? They're massive in Australia. And they're very yummy. Basically, it's a fruit spice bread roll bun, but it's got like a cross on it, which is supposed to resemble, you know who. And the cross is, I don't know what it's made of. It's like a hard, crusty material that they just paint on. Oh, how you doing, Wade? Welcome to the stream. Let me switch over to multi-stream mode so I can read your chat. This is Xenoblade Chronicles X, and it's addictive as hell. But yeah, we've been playing Xenoblade Chronicles X now for since it launched on the Switch. I've been playing this before then on the Wii U. Shut down again? What do I ever do to these people? Talk about your anger management issues. Oh, but this time I didn't just sit around getting shot at. No siree. This time I traced the trajectory of the bullets and found out where they came from. That they came from a turret in the forts up ahead. Guess I'm not going to get through here till I've done something about that fort. Time to cook up a master strategy for taking it down. Booyah, Grandma. Who are you calling Grandma? X equals cross on PlayStation. I call it cross, pronounced like the letter X. It's a cross. It's a cross. As in, they didn't put the Messiah like on an angle. They put him up like that. It's a cross. Brilliant, thank you. I still need to play Xenoblade 1, but I bought that forever ago. You got to... Okay, so here's the thing. I've mentioned it just in the stream earlier. You can play these games in any order you like. This game is not associated... It is technically, but not really. But it's not associated to Xenoblade Chronicles 1, 2, or 3. But if you play these games through to the ending and you don't play these games in order, the endings won't make sense. That's the only part of this game that I would recommend you play them. Xenoblade Chronicles 1, 2, 3, X. It's not cross. Who said it? Hang on. Are you saying that Xenoblade... Hang on. Xenoblade Chronicles Cross. I've never heard anyone call it that. Now you got... True Sinister, now you got me double guessing. This is like a whole Sega thing. It's Sega! It's Sega! It's Sega! Though that'll be tougher now that my skill is busted again. But look at the bright side. The damage isn't bad, and there are there's still materials left over from last time for me to work with. I'll get started on repairs. Oh, and if you want to kill some time by, say, overthrowing that fort, that would be awesome. Thank you. I'll overcome this thing through teamwork, Chief. You and me. Wait, is she learning? Is she actually learning? Hang on, that's not mine. That's not mine. Sorry, when you mentioned the cross and X, I thought you were talking about the Messiah. I got that totally messed up. My apologies. Because we were talking about hot cross buns before. So I kind of goofed off topic there. By the way, it took me forever to figure out that never means what? It took me forever to figure out that never means not ever, forever means forever. Ever kind of means all time or any time. I was talking about the PlayStation button. Oh man, I call it, I don't know, X. I call it X. I've always called it X. You know the story about why the Japanese use that as the no button and the circle as the yes button. And then the Americans came along and said, no, we're going to make X confirm, which totally goes against the Japanese way of thinking.
Bam! Nice work, y'all.
Bam! Yeah, I call it X. If you call it cross, that's fine. You can just be weird, but you can call it X cross if you want. It's up to you. Not my thing. There's There's a... Ah, yeah, cool. Got a little secret. Alright, here's a little weird thing. With the Switch version of this game, when you find treasures, you have to just hold down the A button. But on Wii U, you gotta mash it. So that took me a little while to get used to that. I thought square is there confirmed. No, square was like menu. That was meant to be the menu button. And what's the other one? Triangle. Triangle was supposed to be go back. Because it's like an arrow going back. But, you know, American programmers didn't get the memo and they're like, yeah, fuck that. That's not the way we do it. And that's why some PlayStation games confused the crap out of me because the confirm button was not universal. It should be just a yes/no button. Why? Or a tick and a cross. But tick isn't Japanese. Yes. When you okay, in Japan, when you hear the ding ding, which is a yes, that's a circle, and when you get the da-dun, that's a cross. So circle is yes, cross is no. But that's different in the West. In the West, we have... I've got the buttons here somewhere. Have I? We got... Oh no, I had to replace them. That's right. Hang on. Okay, we got the... No, not that one. Okay, so here, a ding is a tick. Ticks didn't exist in Japan culture. That was just not their way of dealing with it. I thought square is their confirm. I thought I've just read that out. Yep, okay. We did it, Chief. I was tightening the last screw here just as I heard the gunfire die off. This is the first time I've actually taken part in a team operation. Pretty neat. Imagine a self-destruct button game in a game where pressing it instantly kills you. Yeah, you'd be screwed. And then you got Nintendo coming along and saying, no, this button at the bottom is B. That goes back. That's not confirmed. It's A, which is in the right. So I'm playing games not knowing which console I'm on. And it says, quick, press yes. I don't know. I've got to look down because I forget what console I'm playing half the time. Like even now, I was going to press B. I may have more of a knack for this than I first thought. She joins. Anywho, the gun turret, the enemy turret's down and my skills back up. So it's time for back to adventuring. Next up is, maybe I could go north and check out Coldra. She's not going to join. She doesn't learn a lesson. Role models like you who look out for others get nothing but my respect in my book. Well, time waits for no woman. I'm off. Take care, Chief. Stop her. Do we repeat this again? Adios, Chief. Hope we can team up again the next time I pass across. Who knows? Maybe the next time you'll see me in combat. Exciting! Time for now. Alright, I think the next time she'll join. I suspect. I don't know 100% for sure that she joins, but I suspect she does. Wait, we're in a battle? We're wrapping up here. Bit rude. Here, cop this. Thank you.
Returning to standby.
Oh, actually, I should check my weapon gear. All good. All good. Oh, Doug's got an upgrade. What a weird looking helmet he's got. And nothing for Irina? I never hear a name mentioned, so I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm not the only one that has problems with pronunciations, okay? I saw an interview with Christina Ricci. And that's the girl that played Wednesday in the original Addams Family movie in the 90s. She used to be a real book nerd growing up, and she wasn't allowed to watch TV. So everything she absorbed was through literature, books. And one word she said that she didn't understand how to pronounce was the word chaos, because she thought it was chaos. Oh, it's absolute chaos in here. And her mum heard her say this word and cracked up laughing. Mind you, she was only 11 at the time, she reckons. And yeah, it just got me reassured that, hey, it's not just me. People do have problems with pronunciation unless you have someone specify. That's why I really wish there was a way to highlight a word, right click, pronounce, and it would just say it. You said pronunciation. It should... Shut up. Shut up. Leave me alone. This is a piss take. You gaslight me. Hang on. Yeah, see, I can't look at chat, right click, and get it to pronounce in something in chat. I'll try it. Right. No, it just doesn't give me any options. So if you guys say something like pronouncing usernames, that's a killer for me, because some people's usernames are just crazy. And then when I get it wrong, they're like, oh, how dare you mispronounce my name? How do I know how you pronounce your name? You got a weird name. That's on you. Wade says, honestly, so many names in games are so hard to pronounce. You're never really sure how, in so many games. Yeah, it's not just games, it's just like words in general. At my age, I'd like to think that I've got a bit of a grasp of the English language, but, you know, sometimes you just never know. All right, we've got to find this mission with this Mia chick. I don't know if it's Mia or Maya. I think it's meant to represent missing in action. Let's just... All right, I'm going to fast travel here. By the way, you might not have noticed, but off camera or off stream, I actually went and unlocked all the nav points in this game. Let me show you. All of these nav points are unlocked. Every single one. I have no unlocked nav points left to unlock. Like, that's a bit of an achievement. And you know what you get for it? Nothing. They don't give you any sort of acknowledgement. Nothing. Which is a bit of a shame. At least if this was Xbox, I'd get a, you know, where is it? I'll find it in a second. If this was Xbox, you would at least get a, you know, one of those sound effects. I assume you're a Brian and not a Brian. Yes, I'm a Brian. B-R-I-A-N. I had a professor, how pronounced fair... I pronounce it as pharaohs. He was saying pharaoh? No. It's always been pharaohs. That's wrong. Your professor's... Your professor's just gaslighting you, I think. Which is not what a professor's meant to do. Alright, I don't think this chick is showing up. Maybe she shows up later? Alzheimer's is supposed to be pronounced like a T. I say Alzheimer's. I heard Royce is pronounced like a H. Ryu is pronounced Rio. Rio. Ryu. Rio. Ryu. Ryu. Man. Literature, words, English. It's not even just about English anymore. You got multinational words to get your tongue around. Alright. She's supposed to be up here, but I don't see this mission showing up. So maybe that's something that shows up later. I know words that people use incorrectly, like literally. There's a good song by Weird Al. What's it called? I think it's just called The Word Song. Hang on. Everybody shut up. Dude. Oh, Word Crimes. That's right. Google Word Crimes and thank me later, because it is like one of my favorite YouTube songs. Yeah, Word Crimes. Yeah, and there's one word that he mentions in there that he got in trouble for, but the most, and you know what? We used to actually use that word in a derogative term anyway, so I don't think he should be persecuted too much for using that word. Alright, let's try and do some missions. I want to level up to level 49, to level 50. The reason being is I want to get to level 50, upgrade my skill and my characters, and then try and take on this chapter 12, which is treating me like a bitch, slapping me around left, right, and center. It's pretty hard. Are we supposed to go in there? Really? Oh, pretty good. Oh, just a couple of level 51s just blocking me, that's all. Wait, we haven't been in here before. I tried to rush my answers so you say them first. Oh, hang on. A lot of times I answer before you see what I see because of the delay. Like when I said Tonka earlier. Oh, so you knew it was Tonka. Okay. Shit, I just lost 3 skills. I gotta bail. Bye.
Didn't know I was so popular.
Bail. We had the Christian bail out of there. Now I've got to go claim free skills again and not take that mission on in a hurry again until I level up more. Far out. Oh yeah, thanks. I'd like to claim free skills, please. Thank you. Do I have to pay in excess? No. Oh, thanks, guys. Your insurance company is the best. They should give an insurance company a name in this. I also think YouTube is not as delayed as Twitch. Really? Huh. You know what? If you watch me on YouTube or if you watch me on Twitch, either way is fine because I'm getting a view either way, so it's helping me out. But my numbers are so low, it doesn't really matter at this point, which is kind of a shame. I would like to do better, but playing Xenoblade Chronicles X over and over again on the stream is probably not the way to grow my channel. But I want to play this anyway, and I don't care. And it's my channel. I'll play whatever I want. Let's just try and get rid of some of these easy missions. I get fed up with trying to grow the channel because I have literally tried everything I could to get bigger on my channel, that is YouTube and Twitch, and I've just now resigned myself to accepting it's not meant to be, which is kind of a shame. I do feel like maybe I can concentrate on travel vlogs, but I don't travel that often to do them. I'm actually tempted to buy one of 2 things, and I'll explain one of them in just a second. Give me a moment. Okay. Numbers low or numbers high. It's great to watch whenever I can. Thanks, Wade. I appreciate it. It's True Sinister. It's my party. I can cry if I want to. I know the song before you say it. I'm that old. I know the song. It wasn't from that era, but I know the song. It's my party and no, I won't finish that off for copyright reasons. All right. Okay. Why is this camera so low? Hang on. That's better. Okay. This is actually, I'll go full camera. Full camera. Hello. Oh, there we go. Okay. This is my Sony ZV-1F. Actually, no. Sorry. That's a lie. This is my Sony ZV-1F, or ZV-1F, as the Americans would say. I'll show you. So I have it's like a vlogging style camera. I don't know if you guys can see it. Okay. There you go. That's my camera that I use to stream with. Okay. And this is a vlogging style camera. It also doubles as a great camera to use for streaming like this. Okay, so that's the camera that I moved to for my streams. I used to use this camera, which is now vertical because you can do that. But that's a Logi Stream Cam. But let's get back to this camera. This is my main camera. So the story goes that I was going around Japan with this camera, and I wasn't happy with the audio. I have a big microphone for this, but it was I was having issues because you'd need to plug it in by an actual cord, and the cord came out. And I was doing a book off video where I was going through a book off store, and I was showing off all the different games that they had. And when I go and use that footage to make a video out of it, all the audio was gone. It was zero audio. I was so pissed off. So I decided that I need to get a better microphone for that camera. It wasn't like the ultimate solution, but I thought it would just improve the audio from the standard inbuilt audio, mic. So I bought, if I can get it off. Okay. I bought this guy. I'll take the dead cat off it. There we go. I bought this. This is a add-on Sony microphone, and you know, it's 220 Australian, but it did a good job with replacing the built-in microphone, and it improved the audio quite a bit. And I entered a competition because you had to buy one of these in September, and if you bought one of these in September, you could enter in a competition for a chance to win one of two prizes. And I didn't really care what the prizes were. I just entered them, and I thought maybe I've got a good chance of winning because can't be that many people rushing out to buy microphones in September. Forget all about it, and then a couple of months go by, and I mean a real rough part of my life with my dad passing away, and I'm just starting to get past all that and work out how to deal with life after that. And I get an email, and the email says, "Congratulations." And you know, when you see these emails and they say, "Congratulations," and you're like, yeah, here we go. What's this shit? But, you know, "Congratulations. You are the grand prize winner in the Sony competition." And I thought, well, hang on a minute. I think I won that. Let's check. So I'm trying to find this competition because I have no idea what I just won. And it turns out, hang on, I'll deal with that later. It turns out I won this guy, which is a Sony FX30 camera. It says that right. Hang on, there. Oh, it's a bit dusty. Yeah, Cinemaline FX30. This camera alone, the body alone, is worth 3,000 Australian, and I think it's gone down in price though. And the lens is worth $1,000 almost on its own. So 4,000 Australian dollars for nothing. Like, I won this. Why am I mentioning all this? Because I'm thinking of using this camera for vlogging instead of this guy. But if you walk into a Japanese town and you're carrying one of these with a gimbal, people are going to be looking at you. Oh, YouTuber. Oh, sorry. I know it's racist, but that's how they sound. YouTuber. Not good, not good. And they will shell up and not want to talk to you. And I don't want that. So I'm actually thinking of, I do want to use this, but in a better way. And that's why I want to get a gimbal for this. A DJI Mini 4, I think they call it. I don't know what the actual, it's a gimbal that DJI make, the new one that they put out. So I'm going to get that for this guy because I do want to do some videos, but I just got to figure out what the content will be, and travel's my easiest go-to. Yeah, and the other one I want to get is I'm deciding between a gimbal for that or just a DJI Pocket 3. I think that's what they call it. We have Book Off here. Oh, I keep forgetting America's got that, but it must be shit. Like, Book Off in America would be pretty substandard, wouldn't it? Pretty crap. Or am I wrong? I was surprised to see it in other countries and continents. Would you call yourself a collector? I assume when you purchase something, you intend to actually playing or using it. Okay. I'm a gamer who doesn't sell their games. So what you see behind me is a very small smidgen of the games I've got. I don't know if I showed you guys. I'm sure I showed it in the last stream. I don't know if you were watching. Hang on. I'm going to see if I can find a way of showing you this. Give me a second. I want to set this up without over sharing stuff that I don't want you to see. It's not as bad as PC Engine, but I don't mind accurate imitation. I know you intend no disrespect. Oh yeah, I don't mean it. I mean, they generally do sound like that, and I have nothing but ultra respect for Japanese. I wouldn't be going there 15 times if I didn't respect their culture. Like, legitimately respect. I've never had any issues when going there, ever. Okay. Will this work? Are we on? Hello? That's good enough. Okay. You see that there? That's my gaming collection, what you're looking at right there. That's downstairs in my dungeon, in my garage. My garage is huge, by the way. I was so lucky. Yeah, this is where all my games go to get stored. And I don't like this. I hate the fact that they're in plastic tubs and not on show. But that's the scenario I find myself in now. Any other thing in chat that well, you can't even read the chat because it's going so far. Hang on. That's everyone. None of my favorite streamers are extremely popular. I hate super crowded non-engagement streams. I don't mind them if they're entertaining, because it would. I've often thought about this. If you get to a point where you're getting successful, and when I mean successful, I mean 100 people or more per stream watching. To me, that is when you're starting your success as a streamer. So if you've got 100 or people more watching your stream, and they're all and at least 20 of those are engaging in chat, because let's face it, I probably have 10 people now watching that I don't know of, and they're just sitting there lurking. I might be wrong. I don't go checking it out while I'm streaming. It doesn't interest, like it interests me, but I don't want to think about it while streaming. So if you've got multiple people, you must get a point in your streaming career where you got to stop acknowledging every single chat. And I know that sounds cruel, but then it becomes just about the chat and nothing else. And I think that reading some chat at some time would be important, but when you get to a certain level, I think it's okay to let chat amongst themselves and commentate on what you're doing. I think the channel, one person that does this really well is a highly successful streamer by the name of Sea Dog. He does live streams where he does cyclothons, where he's cycling across Japan, and the chat actually becomes the paid chat where they do the announcements. They become like a character in themselves because they just say some of the dumbest and random things, or they'll point out when he's doing something wrong and make fun of him. That's the kind of engagement I like. When you say something and the people are correcting you because because chat can be douchebags, and that's okay. In the United States, regions mock and disrespect one another. The American South is often mocked and looked at as slow and dumb. Your mum is from the South. See, I want to go to America. I've been to Hawaii twice. I think twice. Yeah, I've been to Hawaii twice, and I've been to Alaska. Alaska was super fun. I really, really liked Alaska more than I probably should have. And the other one is I've been to California. Didn't like it too much, but I maybe will like it if I go back again. And then we went to Grand Canyon, Arizona, and I really, really liked that drive. That was fun. But I do want to do, and I definitely will record this and turn it into a video. I want to do a road trip from east to west of America. You're in California. Sorry. Maybe what it was I didn't like was the lack of human touch. I don't mean in a gay way or anything like that. I don't mean in a pervy way or anything. I mean lack of everyone's moving fast and quick. No one's got time to sit there and just have a chat. And I like to talk. So when I come across people who Los Angeles County specifically, yeah, LA is the part that I didn't like. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful. This is just, this is just something that I just found when I went there I didn't enjoy. But having said that, there have been times when I've gone to a place and didn't like it and went back there a second time and actually really liked it. Believe it or not, the first time I went to Osaka, Japan, I hated it. I thought Osaka was boring. There was not much to do there, and it was dull and cold and quiet. But I think maybe I was sick or something on that trip, and it just clouded my judgment, because the second time I went, which was like during summer, I absolutely loved it. The street food was the best. I had the best time of my life there, and I just really got into it. Stupidly, really got into it. And so I went from having the bad experience to a really good experience there. So maybe I can have that in LA. I'm just not really keen about going to downtown LA. I've heard too many bad stories about LA itself. But I could be wrong. Anyway, let's get back into the game. I need to figure out what to do next. Oh, we were doing an easy... We were going to do an easy stream. Oh, no, we were going to do one and I got my ass kicked. Hang on. head to the cesspool and rescue. All right, let's do it. Yeah, there's just something about downtown LA that gives me the heebie-jeebies. I haven't been there. We didn't have any interest in going. Wade says, I find most people seem to end up loving the Japanese city that they end up going to first. We see, I've been going to Japan. This is not a brag. This is just me pointing out to give you guys a bit of a insight as to why I think the way I do. I've been going to Japan on and off since 2006. So I think I'm starting to lose count, but I think it's about 15 times that I've been there. I couldn't even tell you what the difference between trip number 7, trip number 8. It's got to the point where all the trips are starting to merge into one big Japanese experience, which is kind of sad because I like having that, you know, how can I describe it? I like having each trip be unique, but I'm starting to lose that as I get older. The first trip was my favorite simply because of the culture shock experience. But overall, I don't know. I want to go Hokkaido again in the winter. Because I think, this mission gives me the shits because this massive level 50 thing comes out and attacks him. No, on my first trip, it was only 7 days, I think, from memory. Again, 2006, long time ago. But that first trip was memorable. I went to Tokyo, outskirts of Tokyo, not quite Tokyo itself, but the outer prefectures. Actually, no. This was before they lived there. We went to Fukushima. Sorry. And then we went to Hokkaido, Sapporo. That was awesome because it was the first time I got to experience winter snow environment in a suburban environment. So that was cool. I think Sapporo was my favorite part of that because of how different it was for me. I don't know what the word is, but when people are all cautious, hesitant, and trying to be polite, I want to go hard on them. Like, stop being a bitch and just say what you mean. I like insulting people who are trying to be hard to be polite. You'll hate Japan then. Because that's like the total opposite of Japanese people. If you, I've heard examples in Japan culture. If you are working, for example, in a Japanese environment, the example I heard was in summer, you want to start not wearing long sleeve business shirt. You want to wear short sleeve business shirt. Apparently that goes against their rules. They won't tell you, though, you're not allowed to do that. They'll make hints. Oh, I think you look better in a long sleeve. Wouldn't you say? And then they look at their co-workers and they go, yeah, you look better in a long sleeve. And then you're sitting there just trying to work out, why are they talking about my shirt all of a sudden? What the fuck's that all about? And then you just dismiss it. And then the hints keep coming. Can you just tell me I need to wear long sleeve and I'll wear long sleeve, all right? That's Japanese culture, unfortunately. I like insulting people who are trying hard to be polite. Yeah, I get it. You won't have that problem in Australia, though. We're so in your face when it comes to, you're a dickhead, stop being a wanker, sort of thing. Yeah, this character comes out and he's just like, yeah, I'm sucking in all these fumes. I'm too busy here. Can you take care of that, please? You see, I'm ready. No, where is it? What's going on? Where is this battle supposed to be? Is this dickhead, right? No? Where is it? Ah. Got him. He's only level 20. Weird. I thought that said ass. That's what? Cynical. I thought it was just saying ass. I'm getting attacked by something else and it's really getting to me. Hang on.
This'll take some pressure.
Can I get some help here? Yes. I might not succeed in this. Hold him, hold him. Okay, it was this thing here that came along and... Wait, did I just die? Oh no, I hit exit. I wasn't supposed to. I think I just hit the escape button in there. I'm trying to go up. Hang on. There, that's all I wanted to do. No. Finally. That was close. I've had 2 trucks in the 4 hours I worked here yesterday, but 0 in 10 hours I've been in this setting. Maybe it's definitely because of Easter. Okay. I just realised my camera angle makes it look like I'm standing up. I actually don't mind that. I'm sitting down. Alright, we need to talk to... Oh, actually, I just got distracted because I saw some goodies over here.
You and me.
You know what, let's just take the fuckface out here for a second. Cameron, how you doing? Sonic Sundays can get stuff, they can wait. It's only you that wants them, no one else. I want to finish this game. And as I just said a few minutes ago, it's my stream. I will stream whatever the hell I want. Can you stop spitting at me like that, dude? Kick his ass, Seabass. I've had a pretty bad day today. Did anyone ever figure out what happened to Game Boy Brian? Yeah, I don't know. He's just gone. He's gone. It's not like he's gone quiet. He's just gone. I might do some investigative work, because if I've said something to annoy him, I'd like to know what it was, or is it just that he's distracted with something? Life? Like, it's just strange that he gone and go quiet on us. That's what I'm saying. There was something up there with, yeah, there it is. Or it is because I wanted to check out that U, or what Americans call truck. It's not a truck, it's a U. There's a difference. Anyway, Cameron, what happened? Did you break a fingernail? No, what happened? Sonic 6 broke an SD card. What? Is that all that happened to you? Please tell me there's more to that sentence. What a weird sentence. Sonic 06 broke an SD card. Why are you playing Sonic 06 for? That's the bigger question. You had me sad at Sonic 06? Yeah. What are you playing that for? Why are you doing this to yourself? You've got your whole life ahead of you, son. You don't need to be making life harder for yourself by playing Sonic 06. I'm looking at the wrong camera again, I'm sorry. Well, that was fun. You know, I think we should just actually finish this mission. Good, finally. Imagine playing GBA Sonic 1 port. Ooh, that's where's that sound effect? Bruh. Who are you? And what are you doing in such a place as this? We're saving your ass, dumbass. You came here to protect me? Oh, interesting. What? I was attacked by an indigent? I'm totally sorry. I was high as a kite. I didn't see anything. During the process, my focus is so narrow that I frequently lose sight of my surroundings. Bruh. Thank you for the very thorough explanation. I now understand that I owe you my life. Okay, here we go. Cameron's explanation. Here we go. I ripped a copy of the Sonic 06 soundtrack, but it was formatted wrongly for whatever reason. And when I put the album on the SD card, the whole thing corrupted because of the one CD. Sonic 06 is... Is that all that went wrong with you today? That it? That it? For, like, the way you were talking, like something actually bad happened. That's not actually bad. It's Sonic... Look, the soundtrack is the only good thing about Sonic 06. But it's not worth losing sleep over. Perhaps I will pick them poisonous mushrooms on the way back as recompense. Alright, let's get the heck out of here and finish this mission. Technology, bad. Sonic 06, bad. I must have a bootleg copy of Sonic 06. Again, I don't go losing sleep over anything to do with Sonic 06. If they announced a remake, or as I would call it, a correction, I'd be all for it. But man, I'd love to meet the person that can make Sonic 06 playable. That would be interesting. Sonic 06 can get... Yeah, we said that a long time ago. Weren't you listening? Why do you have to be all... Yeah.
Emotional damage.
As a director of planning for Bedham's North 3C block, allow me to present to you with this. It's a humble sign of my gratitude for your preserving of the life of Goldbogger. Goldbogger, what a name. What's your name? Goldbogger. Your mum named you that? Don't go hassling my mum. It was a 1 terabit SD card. What? You can't fix the SD card? Can't reformat it? Is it a cheap Amazon eBay hack? Why do you have to be all doom and gloom? We are working to suppress our appetites, but as with any hunger, the longer they are ignored, the stronger they become. Sympathize. We always sympathize in this game. You are merciful as Goldbugger himself. Goldbugger. I didn't know that was a censored word that you say it all the time. Wait. Why do you test me? I didn't censor anything. The machine did it. Alright, fine. You happy? I've allowed the term buggered. You do know what buggered actually means, right? Like, it's not something you should be using in everyday sense. Alright, did we level up? My infinity level went up, that's great, but did I level up? My infinity levels went up. That's great. But I'm still at level 49, god damn it. Alright, let's go out and just kick some Indinjin ass. So, the best area for that would be, I think, along here. Can I try random swear words on the chat to see if the mods are censoring it? Yeah, try it, and I will ban you for 10 minutes. But you can do it. But you'll know what happens if you do it. True Sinister, do you remember what I was saying earlier about my channel not growing and it's hard to get more followers? This is kind of what I'm up against. Peanuts. No cursing. Hey. Set up a timer for 10 minutes called no cursing. That's starting now, she says. Okay. How about just no talking? I wouldn't say that word that Cameron used, that I will not use. I wouldn't say it's a swear word exactly, but it has a very, very filthy meaning. Yes, filthy like you filthy hobbitses. Oh, apparently there's a piece around here somewhere that I'm supposed to find, but I've gone around this whole area and I cannot find it at all. Is it this? What is this? I'm telling Mum. Do you know the story behind that emote? Were you watching? It's a long time ago. Cameron was involved. Cameron's always involved in the crap things that happen on my channel, and that was one of them. Okay, so Cameron was here in the studio, and this. Oh, hang on a second. I just gotta bail before I get smashed. Wait, Gwyn lost his skill? Are you kidding? I gotta go claim another skill. Give me a second. So I got given a code for a game from a fairly reputable publisher, right? Game called Moving Out. And I thought, wow, it would be actually kind of fun for the channel if I can get... I can't use the word frame right now because I'm on a no cursing 10-minute thing. I'm looking at the wrong camera. I'm on a 10-minute no cursing thing at the moment, so I can't use the word that I would describe him in this. Let's just say, yeah, that describes him. If you heard that, so I get him, Cameron, the guy who shall not be named, the name that I want to name him, and Zen, a little kid at the time. He's still a kid, but he's gotten bigger. And rather than playing the game as you're supposed to play it, we kept hitting him with the stuff in the game for like 10 minutes, which was doing nothing to show what the game is about. And so I cracked it, and I remember, yeah, Zen, he's a cool kid, and I still keep in touch with him, don't worry. So I crack it, and I said, look, if you guys are not going to play this properly, you guys can just get out. Just get out. And they were like, you can't kick us out. And I'm like, watch me. It's my stream. If you keep carrying on, I will kick you out. And Zen is so cute. He was only a kid at the time. He says, if you kick me out, I'm telling Mum. And I said, tell Mum. I don't care. Get out. And I actually kicked him out. I kicked him out of the stream. It wasn't a threat. Because the reason was they were... now, what's the word I've got to use here for this to properly describe it? Sabotaging my stream. They were sabotaging my stream. There was no other way to describe it. You're being dorks. Children. Like, one of them was an actual child. I get it from him, but not from you, Cameron. Not really. We were just really being dumb. You're being... I can't say it. I got 5 minutes left before I'll vent and tell you what I think. You know what? I'll ban you for 10 minutes, and then when you come back, I'll tell you. How's that sound? Is there a 10-minute ban option? Timeout? Yeah, let's do that. Wouldn't be the first time you were... I didn't do anything in the stream. No, you didn't do anything, but you still... You reminded me of a nightmarish Discord. I've had a few bad Discords on stream, actually. One where I had to introduce a rule because of this guy. It was not Cameron, interestingly enough. But he started talking about how he had the hots for guys. And he started just getting, to put it lightly, inappropriate. And just plain weird. And I was just like, alright. I'm pretty chill. And I don't like cracking it normally. But this guy was just testing me. So what I'm going to do is only make the Discord available for anyone who's actually a paid subscriber to the channel, or
You can do this the hard way.
or a Patreon. And that filtered out the nonsense after that. I would like to know more about this nightmarish Discord. I'm just going around looking for fights. Fights that are not actually chat. There's a piece on the top here. How did I not discover this earlier? I'll just say, says True Sinister, who's trying to think of the best way to word this without breaking T's and C's. I find for the most part, True Sinister, that you generally do try to be polite. So I can imagine if this is something that's bothering you, it must have been really bad. Some people are really immature, disrespectful, annoying, rude, vulgar, and more. Every single one of those words describes Cameron. Every word nailed it on the head. Isn't that right, Cameron? I was only on a bad Discord server once, and it was a Sonic Discord, but they were very annoying. Wow, that's coming from you, that they were very annoying. That's rich. Wow, they were annoying. Okay. Wait, is this Discord, are you talking about an actual chat, voice chat, or was it just the text chat? It's text chat. We did spam them once because we are friends with the admin. No, a Discord page. Why should you get all worked up over a Discord page? That's just words on the screen. It means nothing. I'm talking about voice chat, which is even worse. Don't worry about the future, it's alright. This song, man, I just keep playing it over and over again. I'm trying to level up if you've just joined in and you're trying to work out what I'm doing here. I'm trying to get to level 50 because I'm underpowered for this mission coming up, which I shouldn't have taken this early. This is skill. Get out, get out. Thank you. We even used cams. I always use cams on my chats because I don't hide behind. This is me, just me in particular. I refuse to hide behind just a name or what do they call it? An avatar. I won't hide. I will, if I say something, I will let you know who said it. It's coming from me. I've always been like that. I can. Thank you. Stop. I can fucking swear again. The timer has stopped. So Cameron, the word that I was wanting to use before was asshole. You were being an asshole on that stream when you were at my place all those years ago. And I don't think you've learnt from that, because you would still be an asshole if you joined a stream now. There, said it. See, I tell you what I think, and I'm not hiding behind a fake avatar or a fake username. I joined one of your streams the other day and it was fun. Hey, asshole! Hey, asshole! You're being an asshole! I'm just trying to find level 40 somethings to take on, because they can give me enough boost in experience points. Oh, I've already gotten this piece? Okay. Did Spacey say something weird, dumb, intelligent maybe? Then quote him. Just type exclamation mark quote, followed add, and then add your text in quotes. Example, as you see there. And it will be saved. Want to see a randomly passed quote? Type exclamation quote. And Spacey's bot will bring up all quotes from the past. Assholes. Assholes. Damn it, now you got me thinking that over and over again. What, do I look like an asshole to you? Well. Alright, let's go to Cauldron because this area is all messed up here, and this is an area that will get me leveled up quickly. I did enjoy, Cameron, doing that Nintendo Direct reaction stream with you. That was fun, and I would like to do that more often. I'm always worried about copyright strikes, but I don't think I got anything for that one. I'll check. I haven't checked. No, you did not behave. You did cause me grief in that stream. You know why? There's one time you use the word which you just can't use anymore in 2025, Cameroon. Acting like you're all innocent. God. You know, there's a word for you. Actually, there is a word for you. It's called fraud. Fraud. Monkey's nuts. You're one of those guys who has a PS5 Pro. That would be Cameron. I don't think Cameron has a Pro. He's just got a PS5, which I still don't have. I've lost an arm. I gotta go. Can you see? My arm's been blown off. Does the arm restore? Yeah, the arm restores automatically. How does it just grows back or something? How does that work? That was interesting. So if you lose an arm in the middle of a battle, if you just flee, it will just, grow back. Can I say the dumb word in 2025? No. I don't know if you even know the word. I scolded you for using the word I don't think you actually fully understood. Because obviously you would know which word I'm talking about. Which I can't even say the word. No, I didn't. What? Can I say the word dumb? Can I say the word dumb? Oh, okay. You can say the word dumb. I hate political correctness to a degree, but some of it I agree with, some of it. Alright. Still level up. Alright, we're just gonna have to wipe all these assholes out. Assholes. Whoosh, man. Whoosh. What a way to join the chat. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. We are playing Xenoblade Chronicles X. We are trying to level up to level 50 so I can upgrade my skill and take on this stupid chapter 12, which kicked my ass the last time I tried it. Oh, get up there. Get down. Right, let's get this container. Alright, we've got to get it. Where is my skill? Oh, there. True Sinister. I think it's cool when lyrics of a song have to be censored. Rolling Stones don't play Brown Sugar anymore. What? You've been singing that song for half a decade, for half a century, sorry, and now all of a sudden you agree. Oh, it's a bit not right to sing that. You've made millions of dollars off that song. Let's not kid yourself. Now all of a sudden you stop singing. All these bands that were you know, laying all the chicks, all the fangirls that they could get their hands on in the 80s, taking all the drugs that they could get their hands on, and smashing up all the hotel rooms that they could. But now they're sensible and they regret doing that, and now they want to throw shade on bands that are, or people that are acting like that now. Like, shut up. A worn chromoly fudglang. What the hell does that mean? I just got to check my party's gear just to see if I can upgrade anything. Nope. 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 And oh, we've got upgrades here. See, it's worth checking. And I'll check the skills just in case. Nothing there. Free. Alright, nothing there upgraded, but at least I checked it, the gears, and that was upgradable. So it made it worthwhile. Let's kick some more of these guys' butts. Wooshman, have you played any of the Xenoblades? Xenoblade Chronicles. It's good at just wiping out all these. You have not. Ah. This is like, I wouldn't call it the black sheep, but it's the odd one out because it's not really considered a mainline Xenoblade Chronicles game. But the deep canon of the game actually is tied in with Xenoblade Chronicles games. It's just most people don't realize it. This plays totally different to Xenoblade Chronicles 1, 2, and 3. They all play different to each other, but this is like the really different one. I typically stick to restarting my character a million times on Baldur's Gate 3, typically. I still haven't played that. I would like to play that one day. Maybe. Have they announced a Baldur's Gate 3 on Switch 2? Maybe that might be what I will need to get into it. Or just get it on PC. Just be a big boy. Actually, is that compatible with Super Ultra Wide? Because that would be sick playing that. Any game's good playing it in Super Ultra Wide, trust me. They just released a patch that allows cosplay and added new stuff classes. Okay. See, I worry about that game because it looks like a massive time sink, and as you can see, I'm playing this game. This is a 200-hour plus time sink in itself.
That doesn't even count as a warm.
I like Doug's voice. That doesn't even count as a warm-up. Oh no, one of my skills is running out of fuel. I like how sometimes they explode like that. You hear my skill? Sounds like a build up. I haven't seen anything about it releasing on the Switch 2. The company's on the verge of moving on from the game to start their next project. Yeah, but if they could make a quick, lazy few million, I can't imagine they would turn their back on that. Besides, playing that on the go would be pretty, you know, tempting with very few sort of, like, call it
That doesn't even count as a warm-up.
I don't think the graphics would suffer too much if it's on Switch 2 from what I've seen. Switch 2 is looking like to be a fairly capable console. Could be wrong. Let's just get this 47 dude. Get him! Sick Rex! How have we not been in here before?
Don't bother calling.
But my scalp.
The game is incredibly detailed, intricate though. It's a lot more than just changing the button inputs, etc. No, I get that, but I mean, if they can do Witcher 3, maybe they can do Baldur's Gate 3 on the Switch 2. Who knows? But again, if they don't do it on Switch 2, I don't care. I'll just play it on PC. I'm not a big PC gamer, but there are some games I'll make an exception for. My graphics card is starting to show its age. It's a 2090, so it's only got limited capability. Cameron, why have you gone quiet again? I would do PC if you can. From what I've seen, the UI is way better on the OC than console. Okay. Should we? Nah. I'm on level 49. This thing is on level 49. This thing is going to kick my ass if I approach that. So I will not be stupid. Actually, you know what? We should go back and refill. Better on PC. Yeah, I got a feeling that it's a game that I should not be streaming, because you'd want to like experience the game in its full yourself, and streaming the game can make you not keep focus on the actual storyline, etc. Man, that's expensive. Fine. Like I play this streaming because, to be quite honest with you, this is probably the best time I get to dedicate to gaming is when I'm streaming, and I really want to finish this game. So I'm making you guys suffer through while I play this for my own pleasure. My viewers are luckily aware of my ADD and give me a pass if I miss chat. Wow, you got a very forgiving chat. You know what? I'm going to give you a follow. There we go. Now that you told me you stream as well. There we go. So what I'm doing here is checking to see if I can upgrade any of the weapon manufacturers. And out of all of them, I think maybe this guy will be the one that I can No, I can't. Of course I can't. I'll give him all my money. There we go. I'm lucky as hell, man. They're cool people. I'll make sure to raid you when I can. We are all a bunch of nerds. I appreciate the follow. No, all good. Do you know what though? The word nerd when I was going to school like meant something really bad. Now people just like, yeah, I'm a nerd, so what? But yeah, I remember when being a nerd used to get you beat up. That was a fact. Now the biggest nerd in our school, I got a feeling he actually went on to become a expert in robotics. So yeah. Go nerds. Okay, so just to quickly explain what I'm doing here, why I want to level up to 50. these characters can only buy these kind of weapons and armor, etc., if they are on level 50. I'm on level 49, so these are redded out. I cannot buy these or equip these yet. I was the rare nerd that beat up bullies. Just use my Street Fighter techniques. Hadouken! Oh, that's gold. Yeah, so this is the reason why I want to level up to levels 50 is to upgrade my weapons and armor.
Crazy.
But yeah, it's interesting how culture has changed. I hated my school. I've told students that I've met since who are now fat, balding guys like me. I've told them what I thought of them. I don't hold back. I've had one guy, oh my god, one guy in particular. He wanted to follow me on Facebook, like decades after we left. This is a guy I hated with all my guts and wanted to beat the crap out of him if I could. And here he is in his 40s wanting to follow me on Facebook. So out of interest, curiosity, morbid curiosity, I go have a look at his Facebook group, his Facebook page, sorry. Now, he's in his 40s. I'm not sure what was going on with his Facebook page, but it looked like it was done by a teenager now who was desperate for attention, with showing how, dope he was. Rap was never a big thing in my school. If you were into rap, it was usually because you were trying hard. But he had like all pictures of naked chicks on his account and stuff like that. And I'm like, mate, how old are you? You're supposed to be old enough to be a father, etc. And you're acting like this tough 18-year-old. You're putting 18-year-olds to shame. It was just so embarrassing. I felt sorry for him and was not surprised at all from what I saw. I was only surprised at actually how bad it was. Who was your favourite street? Ryu. Sorry, I know, boring, but I'd always pick Ryu. I don't know if... Oh, you haven't noticed it. Hang on. You can see behind me I've got the Street Fighter machine, and I stopped playing it as much as I used to, but Super Street Fighter 2 is my favourite game on that thing. But I'm going to swap that out. I'm going to be selling that maybe, or putting it in another room. And I'm probably going to buy a bigger Street Fighter machine, not Street Fighter, a bigger arcade game machine, which will be like containing every single game that you can think of on that machine. I want it to be like my be-all and what's the expression? The be-all go-to machine for retro games. That's it. So it's going to have like all of the consoles emulated, all of the arcade games. And I want to get it up to, say, I would like to get it to play Switch back, but probably more realistically Dreamcast backwards. I'm a retro collector myself, more NES and N64 than arcade stuff. I'll show you something else just quickly while we're bragging and showing off here. Hang on a second. That's my collection downstairs in the garage. So what you're seeing behind me is only a smidgen of my actual collection. Plus I've got all my my console boxes stored up there, which I hate having I hate not being able to show them off. So I've had to put them downstairs. This took me, when we first moved in, this was an absolute mess. My boxes were on the ground. The garage was totally disorganized, and I hated it because if the garage flooded out, I would lose so much. In fact, there's still stuff on the ground which I need to tend to. But I'm almost finished sorting out the garage. But yeah, I had to buy all these tubs. They're all from Kmart. $9 each. That doesn't sound like a lot, but that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 1, 2. That's 32 times 9. Yeah, do the maths. That's quite a lot. I really want that X-Men arcade game though. Oh yeah, 2 screens together would be kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie. All right, back to the game. There was oh yeah. There's where is it? Yeah. I knew it was here for a reason. Oh man, you got to go 6 players, haven't you? I don't know 6 players. I don't have 6 friends. I'd have to have 6 normies. That would suck. 6 normies. What do I do? What's an X-Man? Is this Disney? Actually, it is. Oh man, I'm sorry. I hate normies. I know I shouldn't say it, but they annoy me. Talking to them. I'm getting worse. I'm getting really bad at that as I get older. Having to force myself to talk to soccer mums and stuff. Because they talk about shit. Come on, I'm being honest. It's not like you don't agree with me.
Oh, did you watch Married at First Sight last night? What? You don't watch it? What are you doing? You should be watching normie TV.
I don't know anyone that watches normal TV anymore. Just get 2 friends that can play 2 characters at once. Oh man, that's kind of sad. Alright, let's go back up north and try and take on some of these missions. Are getting harder, so I'm getting wrecked easier. Maybe this one might be, hang on, market, do it. Yeah, is that bad? Is that bad that I just don't like talking to normies? Or is it can you guys relate? That's kind of sad is the title of my sex tape. He laughs, but... I could get wrecked here. Let's see. God, I love those explosions. Regular people with no hobbies are boring. Yeah. No. They have a hobby. It's called watching shit TV. They're the ones that bore me. Or the ones that just talk about their children and stuff. Oh yeah, that's great. Yeah. Oh, we leveled up. Oh no, we didn't. We ranked up. I gotta be careful what I say here. I don't want to offend them, but it was annoying. I don't like when kids come over. When I say kids, I mean like kids under 5, because you can't control them. And if you say something, you're an asshole for saying anything. So that's why I'm a bit hesitant when people say, "Oh yeah, we should come over sometime." Regular people with no hobbies are boring, or they just watch TikTok. Yeah, I know. How bad is TikTok, man? Like, it's just wrecked society. Like, people sitting there on their phones all day long, watching stupid 10-second videos. I'm not the only one that thinks this. Oh no, we don't get any rewards for that one? Jeez, it's a bit hard. Wait. What was that? Ah, damn. The wrong sound effect. Damn. I'm still at level 49. This is so frustrating. This is taking so long. I've been streaming now for almost 3 hours. We still haven't leveled up. This is really getting hard. Maybe we should just beat the shit out of these guys. Yeah, there's a plan. He's going bozos. What are you doing? He's like my manager at my work. He said, "Why don't you like coming into the office?" I said, "Because I can't talk to anyone, man. I've got nothing in common with any of them." "Oh, you should come in. That's how you make friends." I said, "Excuse me, no offense, but I don't want to make friends with any of them. Thank you." I'm not an antisocial person. That's the thing that's really funny about it. I just like to choose who I socialise with. I choose not to socialise with these guys. She did not like that because she knows that I was talking about her. I can't lie. I just have that liar thing going on where I can't lie. Shit. Okay. It's not working out. We need to get out of this stupid mode. Let's go. Fail. Bloody Gwyn lost his skill. We need to go. Blame Gwyn, not me.
I need healing. Kill me.
Now got to go back and claim another skill for Gwyn. Oh, and Doug. Doug lost his skill too. Good on you, Doug. Alright, we're going back to New LA. Isn't that ironic that we were talking about how I'm not really a fan of LA and the game's set in New LA? I'll tell you what was really cool though, when we first arrived in Los Angeles and I had to hire a car, and rather than dealing face to face with the person, the rental agent, I actually used to be a rental agent for a rental car company. That's why I found this all weird. You were talking to someone on a screen and they were asking you all the questions about your car hire and sorting out the car hire for you. I thought that was odd. And I made a joke. I was really being a dick with this this person. Their face was set on a blank background, and the background was they were in the middle of a road. So they're in the middle of a road and asking me, "So do you have your license? Could you please put it in the machine there? We can take a photo of it. Are you 25 years of age or older?" All these usual questions. And I said, "Yeah, excuse me, do you know you're standing in the middle of the road?" And she's like, "Excuse me?" I said, "Look behind you. I think there's a car coming behind you." She's like, "Oh, it's just a virtual background." Very funny. Just didn't get my sense of humor at all. I thought it was funny. Anyway. I'm just a nerd. She's like, oh, she's probably thinking, oh, that's the 4th time someone said that today. Does anyone here work in customer service? Or has worked in customer service? All right, we claimed us. We claimed our skill, which is good. We've got insurance for that. Wait, is there a new mission? What's that new mission? Pollution solution. I'll have to get that later. I kind of want to do this mission. Let's not get distracted and go straight to the damn mission this time. Normally I finish my stream about now, but I'm going to extend because guess what? Public holiday tomorrow. And again, I'm looking at the wrong camera. Stop doing that. Ugh, this camera's a bit drunk. There is a really cool mission in this section. play.
You and me.
No, I'm not gonna waste time on you. Let's go. You're a distraction.
Enemy reinforcements. Watch it.
Wait, what? More of them? All right. You want to follow? You want to fight me? You want to fight me, bitch? All right, come here. I'll take you. See, you should have just stopped where you had the chance.
This can make all the difference. Come on! Easy.
Break out those guns.
I'll blast a hole right in the block. No time to lose. We've got a mountain of things to do. You're starting to sound like a certain someone.
I haven't heard their dialogue because I can't hear their speech. But I know they've got new dialogue in these characters. Alright, where are we going? I was down here. Oh, don't tell me it's stuck behind a force field. Oh no. Oh no, this is the mission that I was thinking about. Alright. Oh, this is weird, this one. If it's the one yeah, it is. This is a really messed up mission. Can't believe it. Didn't find it till now. There's just dead bodies everywhere. It's a real shame what they did to that dog. I've been waiting for you, you know. Phew. While I was playing dead, the actual bodies kept piling up around me, you see. I'd about given up hope. Still, I think I knew you'd come, right? I have to thank Jalimbo as well once we get out of here. Phrasy's further on inside, okay? Please stop her. This is no longer anything to do with gods, real or imagined, does it? This is just slaughter. I wasn't sure if he was a bad guy there for a second or not. It's been a while since I've done this mission. I know who it's a woman that likes to claim that what she's doing is on behalf of religion. This gets deep. Turns out she's just a bitch. And look at me. I'm not worrying about the mission. I'm just going for the treasure. Yeah, you can wait, bitch. I'm after this treasure. Thank you. Before I take her on, should be easy, I think, from memory. I'm just going to make sure that I've checked my collectathon. This is such a nerdy part of the game, but it's important to do it. Oh, by the way, when I was playing this, I've been playing this for many, many hours now, and I didn't realize I haven't upgraded my arts of my characters. I've just been playing on level 1 arts and not realizing, oh, you can level them up to level 5 max. So dumb. Been playing this on hard mode the whole time. I'll show you what I mean in a second. Oop, one more. Alright. So if you go to your party, and then you go to arts or skills, one or the other. Alright, so up here is all the different arts you can use in a battle. And you can see that I've got mine all maxed. I had mine all level 1 before. So when I'm trying to hit them, I'm hitting them with the most weakest form of that attack. They don't really go into much detail when you play this game for the first time. I reckon there's a lot of players who are playing Xenoblade Chronicles X for the first time, not realizing that they can level these up. They just got to go in there and hit the upgrade button to do it. It's just so bad. What's this one here? Energy. Increases the target's TP by 1,000. What's TP? Boost TP by 500. Alright, so this one here, for example, it's at level 1. Skill level 1. I can max this up, but I've only got 406 points to do it with. So you hit Y to upgrade. And now I've maxed it. And I've still got 344 battle points to allocate to other upgrades if I want. So when you're playing this, really good idea to check this and make sure you're maxing out this whole thing, because they don't really explain it. You just got to know to do it. And I only know this because I've been playing Xenoblade Chronicles 1, 2, and 3, and this is a thing you do in that. But people who are new to this, or if you haven't played it in a while, you'll just forget it and not upgrade them. Alright, let's take Cowface on over here. Camera's a little bit wobbly. Here we go. I'm gonna get another snake. Gotta love me my snakes. Speak, Avatar of God, grant me your words, grant me another of your miracles. Here's the messed up thing. Someone is actually activating it and making her think that it's God. Stupid cow. Oh, it's a clone. I understand you are a demon come to blasphemy against the one true God. Am not. Just focus. Frazee and I are one, and yet we are distinct. I am unworthy of such an honor, for the being that stands before you is an avatar of my God, the bringer of miracles. Loyal Frazee, I shall use the man on blood you offered up as a conduit to summon forth messengers from the heavens. Really? I don't have the words. Oh, joy! This is but a taste of what shall come. In time, you and I will bring about a far grimmer miracle. Now, come forth, harbingers of miracles. Oh, they're just robots. You're cheating. Such glorious forms. Truly, these are the children of God. You're an idiot. They're just ganglion purges. Even God appears as a demon in the blind eyes of the heretic. Your inability to perceive their glory only proves their holiness. Sounds familiar. Hang on. Good Frazee, sweet and pure, you are forever mine. Now, go, my harbingers, cleanse this place of these impure ones. This sounds like Far Cry or something. The load screens take a little while. Like, this is a really long load screen. These snakes are so addictive.
I would have taken them.
But that was super easy. These load screens, wow. Great avatar, your form. This is my true physical form. Yeah, we've dealt with these peanuts before. Now we've got to take her on. Okay. Obviously this chick didn't get the memo about the shapeshifters. Hello. That didn't last long. How can mere humans do this? Because we're leveled up, bitch. I will not let this end here. No way. Mother Fortune, lend me your power. Are we doing more battles? After her, if we don't stop it here, it'll only lead to more phrases in the future, won't it? Are we going to take chase, or... I've forgotten what happens. Suddenly chat's gone dead. Oh well. Holy, okay. Humans are mere tools, yet you have the audacity to turn upon your masters? Such cheek. Tools are meant to serve their role in eager submission. Tools are meant to act like our dear Phrasey. But ours is a benevolent God, and there will be still time for you to repent and accept her command. Now prove your faith, kill the Manon, and sow chaos in New LA. This is weird hearing LA's name being brought up in all this. Who are you actually? I'm an avatar of God in the purest sense. I am a host of daughters to Mother Fortune. Our flesh, the incarnation of our glorious will. Jeez, you talk a lot of crap. But enough! You shall live only long enough to regret challenging TW772 Trin Bearer of the Tower's name. Bear witness, Mother, I shall lay bare all the power cruelty within me. Alright, bring it on, bitch! What are you, level 32? Let's see. Wow, I hope the load times on Switch 2 improve. This is a struggle for the core. I like spraying them with gunfire. It's so satisfying.
Problem solved.
Problem solved.
Okay. Is this the part where we arrest little Frazee? Yeah, the Avatar's dead? No, this is not possible. I won't believe a single word from your lying lips. Heathens, demons, deceivers. It's over, yes. The one responsible for luring in all these Amanon is gone. The one who tempted Frazee into all this madness. See, that's a relief, isn't it? For all my skepticism, I never dreamed to suspect that a shape-shifting xenoform was behind all this, you know. You don't think there's any chance that any other humans could be, you know, imposters? Well, we're real. Oh, it's abundantly clear that you're nothing but like their kind, isn't it? Or is it? Bringer of miracles, grant me your guidance. Purge these demons from your world. It's over, Francie. Shut the fuck up. There was never a bringer of miracles, was there? Lies! I won't be tempted by your lies, demon. I suppose that pitiful woman is a victim in all this as well, isn't she? But there's nothing I can do for her now. I guess I'll leave the rest to you, Blades. Let's go home, okay? Jalimbo will be worried. And she's gone. Okay. Now we go back up and hopefully wrap this nonsense up. I just want to get to level 50. Is that asking for too much? It's in the title of the stream. That's all I wanted in this stream, was to get to level 50. Oh, she's back. Oh, wait, we got a new bit of dialogue over here.
Get a load of this.
I heard Letrick is out looking for a congregant who visited the cathedral while he was out. He's a diligent man. Okay. Don't really care. There's Jalimbo. We only got 410 experience points. This is not worth it. We still haven't leveled up. Yikes. Sunset, I heard dogs barking at Erina in front of her house near the cathedral. That woman is just terrible with animals.
Hey!
But Tobias will do anything to make a buck. He's engaged in all sorts of dirty business down in the industrial area. Someone needs to give him a taste of God's wrath. Just really delve into the whole Bible thing in this, don't they? There's a mission over here. I'll accept it and do that, yeah. Yes, I am desperate to get to level 50. And I'm not going to end the stream until I do so. Which is a good thing I'm not working tomorrow. Garbage got you down, haunted by hazmats? Well then, worry no more. My trashy friend, our humble waste processing units, will have you covered. I'm the director here, name's Liza. So, need anything disposed of? What do you got? Ultra high temp furnace will make it go away. Wait, you seem like an expert, but I bet you know just about all there is to know about our different newfound races, huh? So then, know of any that would be an especially good fit for a career in waste management, please? Alright, let's do it. The Zurabagoon. Wait, that creepy mask guys? They're like a mystery wrapped in a thing I totally don't know anything about. Are you sure they're, trustworthy? Sounds like something to look into extensively during my copious amounts of free weekend time. Ha, kidding. Forget that noise. I'll just trust you. Alright, I'll go pay him a visit and see if I can scout somebody for the plan. Earth Alien Director, I have news. So much garbage came in that I lost track of duties. Then Waste Unit became angry, started spitting smoke. It looks bad. What in the... Whoa, it's overheating. Why did you let it get this bad before doing something? I did lots of things. I hit machine many times. I then shoved jam trash very hard. Oh, for the love of... Hurrying, this is a hard disaster. I blame myself. Okay, I'll go scramble, find an emergency hire. Meanwhile, you get there to help out. I need you to use Frontier Nav and help get me 3 hunks of over-freeze ore for the coolant. Oh, okay. This is a fetch quest after all that. Got it. Bit annoying. Is that all I am to you? I scouted some Zoroboggan, and like you said, and as soon as they turned up, they zapped all of the contaminants out of the air. Smoke used to be billowing out of that like gangbusters, but it should be returning to normal soon. Like garbage wizards. I was given the opportunity to devulcanize some exceptionally nice vaults in here. It's been a long while since I felt so sated. This place is akin to Goldbugger's Garden of Bounty on our homeworld a bit. These guys are just like... They have a fetish for junk. I love that you don't care either, but really what's worrying about it is going to get us wrinkles and greys. But seriously, thanks for everything. And I didn't get yelled at. Alright, that was easy. I like easy missions, but only 310 experience points. Did we just level up? We did, we leveled up. Shaz is at level 50, folks. Finally, we're getting somewhere. Alright, so that's one of them leveled up. We just need to get the other clowns leveled up and then we're done. I'm so happy. Alright, let's and she's on rank 8, and then I can change to Commando. That sounds weird. Oh, I wonder if I can do an instant upgrade here now. Hang on. Party. Fashion. No, not fashion gear. No. Wait. I don't have... That is unusual. I thought I would have had something that she could level up to straight away. Wait, what was he wearing? I haven't got anything for them to level up to, so... Oh, there's another mission that's opened up. Well, first let's go to the Armory Alley and see if we can upgrade some of the armor and weaponry. I said I wouldn't have any more snakes, so I think I've had about 10. I should stop. I said they're addictive. I wasn't kidding.
That's crazy.
All right, I got 3 million credits. Let's see what that gets us. All right, so... Well, this is just a straight up easy buy. TP gain rating. I really do apologize. This is the most boring part. Actually, you know what? What I might do is end the stream here because this is stuff that I think I should be doing off air. Guys, thank you very much for following today.
Since Spacies would like to thank all these awesome people for being good eggs.
Oops.
Every view, sub, big donation, post, raid, comment and all that other good stuff helps my channel grow to new heights.
Thank you very much for watching. I'll be back again on Tuesday. Yes, we're going to be continuing with Xenoblade Chronicles X. I'm determined to finish this game on stream. Sorry about this. My name's been Brian. I've been gaming since Spacies. Until Tuesday, have a good one. Enjoy your Easter. Don't eat too many chocolate eggs.